It's the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Welcome to another episode of The Mike Prince Show. It is our mission to try to bring you some news you could use. Today is no exception to that rule. You can follow me on Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Our website with the 24-hour stream is obnradio.com. And just in case you have one of those smart devices, all you have to do is say, hey, play the latest episode of the Mike Prince Show, and just like that, you will have everything that you need. And with all that being established, let us now jump into today's episode. Today's episode is somewhat of an alarming factor as far as I'm concerned, and it might be a bit disturbing for some of you that'll be listening today, so I will give you fair warning on that. But there are two things that have hit the headlines that, as much as I don't want to address it, I'm going to have to address it. And the first thing would be that of what is going on at Northwestern. Pat Fitzgerald had been released of his duties, and he has been accused of allowing racism going on, hazing going on, some inappropriate, unwarranted acts toward individuals in a sexual manner going on, and what was thought to be the right thing of 2 weeks suspension without pay has been reversed to total termination. And now Fitzgerald has lawyered up because he has $42 million on the table right now that he's going to be trying to seek out. And it's just appalling to have these type of events going on in this 21st century at a quote-unquote prestigious university as Northwestern, to have those type of things, having guys cut their dreadlocks so they can have the Northwestern look, whatever that is. And it brings to my attention, why would you even warrant yourself to go through that kind of hassle? Which, of course, I'm going to use the opportunity for an invite to an HBCU near you. We have HBCUs that will give you, especially when you're talking about a Northwestern, they're about academia, no doubt about it. And the athletics has not always been at the apex. Yes, they've had a couple of good seasons in the Big Ten, but not anything to write home about. So if you're talking about you want to compete in a great competitive level, you want to get a quality education, you're African American, you're going through all this quote unquote hazing, why not go to an HBCU? And the most disgusting of all that I have to share on today comes out of Tennessee. There was a local soccer coach who was well known, well respected, left his phone in a restaurant. And as a result of trying to identify who the phone was so they can contact them, the employees open up the phone and find all kind of horrible acts of this man taking advantage of kids as young as 9 to 17 years old, having them unconscious and doing all kind of ungodly things to these kids without their awareness, and had the sick audacity to save these things on his phone. Well, nonetheless, they have reported it, turned the phone in and over to the police department in Tennessee, and the alleged, and I use that term very loosely, 63-year-old coach who has had a history of doing this and well respected. And where the violation comes in, of course, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you're talking about minors. And then we're talking about the thing that is supposed to be the most balanced and pure thing in society, and that's athletics. You're taking advantage of these kids because of the influence that you would have as a coach, a mentor, a father figure, and just totally trashing these individuals out, man. And that is just sickening to my stomach. And I am hoping that once all the cases, and it's really to me a slam dunk case, but once all of the facts have been laid out, that you can't find a cell deep enough to put this guy under, that he will never see the light of day. I am just sick to my stomach behind that. And it's just awful. And it puts a mark on all those other coaches who are out there doing the right things, trying to do what's best. And to take a kid who their parents entrust under your leadership and guidance to just violate them like that, there is no excuse for that. And I don't know even why I did this, but I had to get it off my chest. And it is what it is, and not trying to offend anyone or set anyone's ears on fire, but that's just how it is. At the Open Mic Broadcast Network, we're going to speak with logic, we're going to speak with some truth, and we're going to try to speak with some clarity and be right even when it sounds wrong, and be the only one that's going to stand up for others won't even dare to speak and whisper on. So with that being said, hopefully I'll be back on course tomorrow with some more news, notes, and updates going on throughout the world of athletics, in particular that of the HBCU flavor. But as for right now, I am going to exit stage left. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is the Open Mic Broadcast Network, and visit the website at obnradio.com. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince, and until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.